still baffles her. She doesn't understand why Vincent keeps on trying to accuse his friends, so maybe he's still hiding something else, like the fact he murdered Sarah. Chris is confused by this since the other officer had told him Sarah committed suicide, but the detective replies the results of the autopsy have arrived and they show some confusing details. The pills didn't kill Sarah. She was still alive when the cuts happened, and because of the angle of those cuts, she couldn't have done them herself. There was also no farewell letter, but they did find Vincent's fingerprints on the knife. As Marty and Philip also leave the station, Chris is visibly upset by these details and can't help to keep on thinking about them. If Sarah hadn't been dead when they found them, that means their plan, and particularly Philip, killed her. It's also strange that they didn't find a farewell letter because he's sure they left it on the crime scene with the DVDs and the knife. When he finally puts 2 and 2 together, he calls Luke and tells him to meet him at the loft. Once there, Chris reveals he contacted the real estate agency to find out who had put up the loft for sale, and they gave him a number that he calls right now on his phone, which causes Luke's to ring in his pocket. He also shows him the letter, which he found in the trash, and he guesses Luke had thrown it away because he had written it, not Sarah. Finding himself cornered, Luke finally tells him the truth. He was in love with Sarah, and he even confessed to her his feelings the night of the charity event, but she turned him down. All this time he's suffered watching the recordings of her and Vincent together, so when he heard Vincent's family was away on a trip, he came to the loft, knowing Vincent would bring Sarah. He waited until he left before going to see her and, pretending to comfort her, he put the pills in her wine as a misdirection, then injected her with some of his wife's insulin, which leaves no trace, in order to give her an overdose. Then it was just a matter of writing the letter and calling the other 3 in the morning to get the plan rolling. Luke says he did it out of love. He just wants to ruin Vincent's life as revenge for how he used every person in his life. But Chris points out that his trick didn't work and Sarah was still alive when Philip killed her, so the police will charge Vincent with murder, which is more than the ruining of his reputation that Luke had been going for. When Chris tells him he's already called the cops and told them everything